he's going to win a lot. I don't think the Leafs get enough credit for how they play defensively in terms of keeping the puck out of the net. So assuming full health, I don't see why he can't perform as a top 50 fantasy player. I know there's going to be some pushback from Joseph Woll. I still have my reservations, by the way, on Woll. I think he's got 11 games of NHL experience. Again, I think there's going to be some turbulence along the way every year. And I understand he's a bit older, but young netminders, it takes them a while to find their footing at the NHL level. So I think Samsonov's going to get some starts. I think he's going to get some wins, and I think his numbers are going to be particularly good, similar to last year. And I love guys, again, on contract years. So I actually feel pretty good about Samsonov this season.
Okay, it's my turn here to be the pessimist. I have him down at 148th, with the caveat that I tend to punish all goalies in my rankings. I never rank goalies as high as other people because I just believe the position is so fickle. Case in point, what Samsonov did last year out of nowhere, right? Very good, top 10 in goals saved above average per 60 minutes, 919 save percentage on a good team, but shaky in the playoffs, outplayed by Woll, and I think Matt Murray's injury problems overshadowed the fact that Ilya Samsonov has a history of injuries too. He missed 12 games last year with a knee injury, got hurt down the stretch, nicked up, hurt again in the playoffs, and the team goes to arbitration, 1-year deal going to free agency now. That's not a vote of confidence. That's not the expression of a team that's going to go all in on you as their number one starter. I think the team ideally wants Joseph Woll to win that job on an entry-level contract as well. So to me, I just see a lot of downside with Samsonov. The Leafs, I also don't think are going to be as good defensively given the players that they lost in the offseason this year. So they might give up more chances. I just see a lot more downside, and he's just going to be much more pricey in drafts than he was a year ago. Last year, it was easy to turn a profit on Samsonov. This year, you're having to pick him at a spot where you need him to be a number one. I don't know that he is. Voice of reason is Brock here, 81st overall. What do you think?
Yeah, I really like Joseph Woll. I think that he's one of kind of my favorite late targets, but I still really like Samsonov in this spot. I think even if you're the biggest Joseph Woll supporter, the best case for him this season is probably a 50-50 split with Samsonov, barring injury to either of them. And Samsonov was good last year, right? 233 goals against average, 919 save percentage, and he's still going to get plenty of work. The situation to me is pretty similar to what you've got in Boston, and the Maple Leafs, the Bruins goalies are both going in the top 3 right now. So I think it's perfectly reasonable to take the 1A in this situation in the 80th pick. I think is his ADP right now. So I don't. I probably won't have a ton of Samsonov, but I think in that ADP, he's a perfectly fine pick. I just probably will fall back to Woll like 80 picks later a little bit more frequently. But if I had to pick between like Samsonov and some of the Bruins goalies or some of those other guys in timeshares ranked above him, I like where he's going around the 80th pick right now.